Hi, this is Darren with the Mississippi State Chemical Laboratory, and I am here with Dr. Darrell Sparks, the Interim State Chemist. We're here to do the One Chip Challenge 2022, and while we do it, I'm gonna ask him some questions about the Mississippi State Chemical Laboratory. So, you ready to get this started?
Get my chip out here.
Yeah. So there's a power ranking in there. 1 minute, we're powerless. 10 minutes, we're okay. Up to an hour, invincible. So an hour without drinking this delicious Mathis chocolate milk.
The first challenge is to get into the chip itself.
Yeah, maybe we should have done that before we started recording.
There we
All right, I am opening this up. Also, sometimes they say you should do this wearing gloves. Maybe I should have told you that beforehand. So I did this 2 years ago, right? And I think as with then, my chip is a little bit broken, but I am going to try and eat it all.
This is what the contents of the death package look like.
It smells like blue raspberry? Or am I just putting that on?
It does. What does that mean?
That is strange. This year it's supposed to turn your tongue blue.
That'll go great for an event I have to be to at 5 o'clock today, but that's okay.
Right. You ready?
Did you put the whole thing or just bites?
The whole, I mean...
All of it? Just
all of it, yeah. It's one chip.
Okay, here we
go.
Put
a chip in your mouth like you would eat a chip.
Okay, here we go.
That's not pleasant.
It's not a very fresh chip.
It's got like a grassy flavor to it.
Yeah, kind of fibrous. Kind of fibrous.
I was just about to say, so far not too hot, then I was going to cough. Okay. Are your fingers all blue? I'm a mess. You want to get started?
I suppose so.
Okay, you chew and swallow. All right. Darrell Sparks.
Yes, sir.
Could you briefly describe the Mississippi State Chemical Laboratory and its mission?
The Mississippi State Chemical Laboratory has actually been around since I think like 1899. First state chemist was Dr. William Flowers Hand, excuse me. And so we've been around a long time. Our main purpose is to serve the citizens of the state in terms of consumer protection as it relates to animal feeds, human foods, petroleum products, pretty much any ag-related product we're supposed to help protect consumers with. So that's our primary mission. We also do fee-for-service testing, work with researchers on the campus of Mississippi State University as well. Grants and contracts, the whole shebang.
That kind of rolls into my next question, which is who are our customers, potential customers? If anybody sees this video online, can they just send us some samples for us to test?
Well, most of our samples come from the state, so we have partnerships with the Department of Agriculture and Commerce, the Department of Health, for example. And so we get the bulk of our samples from them as part of our regulatory mission for the state. But in terms of fee-for-service, yes. I mean, we prefer to have a phone call with you if you've never done business with us before to make sure that we understand what you're trying to accomplish with the testing you're trying to get. But yes, you can fill out a sample submission form and submit your samples, and we'll test them. And we've gotten some interesting requests over the years. People want to know if a rock found in their yard was a moon rock, all sorts of stuff. So, did this burrito kill my cat? All sorts of interesting things over the years.
How would we test for a moon rock?
You know, we told that person no. Send that to somewhere else. So, we don't test everything people ask us for. So sometimes we say no. If we're perhaps not the best equipped, we'll send that to X-Files or something like
that. Excuse me. We have a few divisions here at the Mississippi State.
My mouth feels divided right now. Speaking of divisions.
Could you describe each of the divisions that we have?
So,
and also tell me which is your favorite. I have inorganics.
Okay, all right. So we have a regulatory division, that does a lot of our work with the Department of Agriculture and Commerce. So they handle most of those samples. So feed analysis, limestone, fertilizers, things like that, or aspects of it. And then we have what we call a residue division that handles a lot of the chemical testing related to pesticides, small molecules, work like that. Then we have kind of a shoot off of our regulatory division is our petroleum products lab that does work related specifically to fuels with vehicles. But yeah, I love the inorganics group. They do testing for both the regulatory and the pesticide residue group, depending on what kind of samples we get. So yeah, your group is by far my favorite.
Yes, my favorite too. Inorganics is the best.
Oh, we have a quality assurance division. I probably shouldn't forget that. I might get in trouble if I forget that.
Yeah, there's
So,
one standing right over
yeah,
there.
yeah, they're also outstanding as well. They keep me out of trouble.
Could you describe the most satisfying and most difficult aspects of being the state chemist? I actually don't know exactly what you do on a day-to-day basis.
I don't either, but except eat hot chips for videos. But
Daily?
well, I've been training. Who knows? But what was the question?
Describe the most satisfying and most difficult aspects of being the state chemist.
The most satisfying aspect is whenever somebody calls us and maybe they have an animal that's sick, whether it's a farm animal or even a pet that's sick, and they are trying to find a solution to something. And there are times that we've had poison cases that we've been able to come up with what that is. So that is extremely satisfying. That really feels like an accomplishment once we do that. The most challenging aspect is really trying to balance everything. We've got trying to satisfy our regulatory customers. We're trying to balance our fee-for-service customers, so making sure that we are properly staffed and have the resources we need to kind of do as much as we can for the people that send us samples.
Sorry, did you answer the most difficult, or was that?
Wasn't that what I just said?
I wasn't
think
paying
I did.
attention.
I don't know.
I was thinking about the fire in my mouth right now. It doesn't seem like it's hitting you too bad.
I'm sure I'll pay for it later.
I feel like my throat is just on fire.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. So we recently went through a process of choosing a new state chemist to replace you. You're sadly going to be leaving us soon. This is my going away present to you.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, thank you, I guess.
Do you have any advice for the incoming state chemist, Dr. Womack?
So yes, Dr. Erica Womack will be our new state chemist starting in October of this year, 2022. Not to date your video, but I would say listen to your people, Dr. Womack, and seek feedback from them as you make decisions. And remember, the lab has a long-standing history. It here before you, it'll be here after you, and so remember that the purpose of the lab, the major purpose, is to protect consumers, and so never let that fall by the wayside.
All right. This isn't your first brush with ultra spicy food. Would you be willing to tell YouTube and the internet about your Hattie B's experience?
I suppose so. I mean, what's a close call with death is nothing that shouldn't be shared with anybody. So I was coming back from a conference in Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, and I met somebody in Nashville at Hattie B's to eat lunch on the way back. I was driving back, and you had told me about Hattie B's, the Nashville hot chicken craze, and so I decided to try some chicken tenders from Hattie B's, and I was going to get the hottest level. Like, let's just see what this consists of. It can't be that bad.
Just go
and
for it.
The name of their hottest level is called Shut the Cluck Up. Shut the cluck up. Make sure you hear it. So I was like, let me try it. And the guy didn't even ask me questions. He was like, okay. And so got my meal served and started to eat one tender. And next thing I know, I am drenched in sweat and I'm starting to get lightheaded. So I go to the bathroom, and this is in August. This is about this time of year. This when this happened. I went to the bathroom and there was a line, and I started to pass out, and lean into the guy next to me. It was really bad. So, but I finally made it in the bathroom, was able to regain my composure. And but yeah, it was a 3 chicken tender meal, and I think ate half a tender. That's all I made it through. So And then I had to drive the rest of the way home, like 4.5 hours to Starkville. So, yeah, we'll do that one. We'll do that level again.
When I made the recommendation, I should have given you the caveat, start with the hot. There's 2 levels above that, and if you like the hot, go past it. But you just went right for it.
I don't know how hot of food, like, what's the hottest I can handle, but I know that was past
That was above it?
That was past it, whatever that was.
I have a story like that too. We'll tell it sometime. I noticed that you mentioned the sweat from Hattie B's.
Yeah.
You've got
I've got some
you've got
beads.
some,
I got some beads here.
gleaming on, going on top.
Yeah. Nothing like Hattie. I gotta admit, it's nothing like Hattie. I mean, my shirt is dry right now, so it's okay. My head is wet.
I think I just had some residual that I like picked out of my teeth. And it just hit
It's
me all
kicking
over.
back in.
Yeah, it was stuck in there.
I feel some like in the bottom of my lip, but I'm just gonna leave it there for a little while and just let my, maybe it'll just work itself out. It's okay.
So for this video, I bought 3 of these
Right.
to get free shipping mostly.
Oh.
We just ate 2 of them. There is 1 left. Would you like to nominate somebody in the lab or outside the lab, maybe Dr. Gamble, to do the 1 chip challenge next? Call them out.
Ooh, I nominate Dr. Ashley Brown, who is the Associate Vice President for the Division of Agriculture and Forestry and Veterinary Medicine, to consume this 3rd chip as part of the challenge.
All right. I have 1 final question.
Okay.
How's your tongue? Is it blue?
I don't know. I don't like to stick my tongue out at people. But is it blue? Is it?
A little bit.
Little bit blue.
Otherwise, how's it feeling? Gotta
I'm
say-
okay. I mean, it's hot. I'm gonna enjoy this deliciously produced and processed milk from that experiment station later for sure. But I'm okay. I mean, I'm sweating, but
Alright.
it's been worse.
I think I've made it over the hump. Christina, how far did we?
Y'all are at 10 minutes, 42
Oh, yeah.
seconds.
10 minutes, 40 seconds. I think we'll call the video there. I'm gonna be able to make it.
I'm
I think
good.
we're invincible.
I'm good. I may not be good in the morning, but I'm good right now.
All right. Thank you so much for coming to talk
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
doing this.